Tables are used to express a large data set of a large data. Maybe you want to take a roll call, or maybe you want to write an attendance sheet. You can feed this into a table. Or maybe you want to garner information about specific people or specific tribe. You can use table to fit in the data that you have by specifying its age, the location of the person, the name of the person. So we'll be briefly looking into HTML tables, and then the next one we'll also see will be the styling, but that will be in another different video. So let me create a new file, HTML tables, not HTML. Then let me initiate HTML tables, h1 learning HTML tables. Then for the tables we have a table tag which represents the table element with more than one dimension in the form of a table. So the table tag is the parent tag of the table. Then the next one that we have is the table row. The table row, you can see when I hover, the table row represents a row of cells in a table. So this is the row. So going this way should be the row. So we can then within the row we can have our table head, which is the heading for that for a particular row or column. So we'll be having a table head, and let's have this as a first name. Then we'll be having another table head. Let's have as a last name. Then let's also have another one which is serve as our age, and another one for the phone number of the person, phone. So let's take a look at what this produces. You see, this will be in the desktop, Codealong, HTML tables. Let's see that. Okay, so you can see this is our first name, this is the last name, this is the age, this is the phone, and that's the table header. You can see how bold it was. The styling that was added to the table header is bold. Then we can have another table row. The table row represents each single column here. Sorry, we have a table data within the table row which will represent each single column. So the table data represents a data cell in a table. So also which is under the table header. So we have to create 4 of these. Let me use image abbreviation. This should be 4. And then the first name should be gOZiechukwu, and goz, and the age should be 23, and the phone number should be 0988. That's our phone number. Then let's see that out. Okay, so you can see this is our table now. We have the first name, the last name, the age, and the phone. So bear it in mind. You can add another table row. You can add another row here. You can see you can have many rows, or you can also have another cell which doesn't have a header, table data. can have a phone number, and you can have a O level. Okay, so you can see, but this doesn't have a specific information about it. So the table header is used to show maybe a specific information about the type of cell data that we are in. So apart from the table row, table header, and the table data, we also have a way of adding border to the table, of course, which we will look into during the CSS styling video. And we also have a way to, okay, let's add a border first here. Table head and table row. Oops, don't mind me, I used to forget the style attribute style. So this should have a border of 1 pixel solid. So let's take a look. Okay, so you can see we have our border and the table data as well. Okay, so you can see that's our border. So we can also make these maybe we want somebody to, maybe we specify that someone can have 2 phone numbers at the same time. We can add a code span here to be able to add another phone number here. So let's look into that. We'll be giving the phone table head code span equal to 2. So that we'll be having a 2 cell here. Okay, so you can see, so we can add a phone number here now. Another phone number. This should be another phone number. So there'll be an O level without any information. Okay, so you can see our users can have any 2 phone number. You can also make it to be 3, to span into 3 cells. Did it span? Let me add a phone number. Let's see if it span. Okay, so and that's it. You can see it span into 3 columns. So we also have a row span. Let's add a row span here instead of the code span. Or let me comment this off and copy. Comment this off. Then add a row span. The row span is supposed to be this way. So I can have this cell to span this and this as well. So let me refresh. You can see that phone. So I can have multiple phone number here, and that's the work of the row span. It takes up the spaces in the row area. And so that's it with HTML tables. The next one we'll be looking into HTML CSS. So thanks guys, and stay tuned.